Good morning, evening, friends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm tired of mashing on the time stone. I'm tired of doing heavy, 3-3-3-3-4-4-4. So we're trying some new things. This is a nice little loop. It's nothing special. It is the kick into the Godslayer, kick into the Godslayer, kick into the Godslayer into her level 3 hyper. I'm using my little daddy's little girls team to kind of show you some of the things that we're found. I'm gonna run through this again. Again, it's 4 Godslayer, 4 Godslayer, 4 Godslayer. This version is done in such a way that lets you bring your partner out to do some additional damage. Not only are you able to do additional damage, but because you have your Infinity Storm going, your level 3 that you get is for free. Now this is just showing you that loop. It's the kick, or heavy kick into Godslayer, heavy kick into Godslayer. You can get 4 reps, or at least I've been able to get 4 reps. 4 hits apiece. Now I'll be honest with you, 9 times out of 10, I wait till I get to right about here, the 6th rep before I go into my hyper. You can get 7 though. If you can get 7, you get extra damage, but the hit stun on it is so low that it's really difficult to guarantee you're going to get that hit. Sometimes they pop out. If they start blocking, you could waste your hyper and leave yourself vulnerable. On this one I did 5, so I can get the second half of that Godslayer. You do get the ending where they hit the ground. You can still go into hyper, bring your partner in, and get that damage, yo. Let's check it out one more time. Again, I usually wait till you get to that, about that 24 hit mark, that 6th rep, and then you can come in and just do a little bit of work. Play around with your partner, see what they're able to do. In this one, I got you waste 2 bars, or you use 2 bars. You got a lot of damage, or a lot of hits, but not necessarily a lot of damage. But on that one, you get 2 hits, or 2 hypers, and then you're able to get the full combo off. This one's a little bit more tricky. You don't get as many reps, but it's heavy kick, heavy punch into Godslayer, heavy kick, heavy punch into Godslayer. Make sure you use heavy kick after the Godslayer, so that way you don't accidentally get the second half of that Godslayer. You don't want that to come out. Now let's check out what Thanos is able to do. And again, this is not the end-all be-all. Just some of the things that are available. Now this is the basic stuff. Just smash, 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 smash. Heavies, 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 deal damage, and do level 3. As you can see, you get some pretty decent damage. Particularly with Thanos, because that last hit does 1050 even scale. So you can get some pretty good damage into it. This is a very similar one. The difference between this one and the last is that I'm going to end it with that punch to the face. That sliding punch to the face. And then hit with the level 3. Just for a little damage boost. Now, we're going to add one more degree of difficulty onto it. And in this case, what we're going to start doing is playing with that hand bomb. Now the thing with the hand bomb is, you can get double reps on this one. And it does really decent damage. You got to be real careful, you got to be real specific, because the difference between hitting hand bomb and hitting forward, which is, hand bomb is done forward 1 or forward jab, forward light punch, whatever you want to call it. If you get forward heavy kick or forward heavy punch, you get completely different actions that most of the time don't combo very well. So make sure you get your hand bomb timing perfect. Also, if you're going to use hand bomb, or at least if you're going to go for the double, make sure you start with that 4 or that heavy kick to make sure you can close the distance. Sometimes you'll do the 3 or the heavy punch and you'll miss them just a little bit. And that's all it takes for you to drop your combo and lead your opponent into some very good damage. Now this is just a slower loop. I'm not going for the double hand bomb. Look at that. Got that wall bounce in there too. And this is pretty neat because you're able to bring your partner in, get some pretty good damage, still hit that level 3, and possibly win the match for yourself. Now, like I always say, nothing makes any sense if you're not able to use it in a match. So all the practice in the world can't save you if you cannot use it in a match. The fortunate thing about these time stone loops is that they are not very dexterity sensitive, and they can be performed in pretty decent lag. I think the double hand bomb would probably be the most difficult to perform, just because the timing on that is kind of strict. It's not 100%, you know, you hit it or you don't. Because if you hit the first hand bomb, you get a little bit of time to hit that second one. But I prefer to use something a little smaller or a little less intricate if you're fighting against an actual opponent, because they're going to be ready to block. Also, very important, you gotta get a hit, man. All the combos in the world don't matter if you can't get a hit. So let us see if we're able to break through the distance that is Ghost Rider Dante. Pretty good combo. I think a lot of his problem is that he's not getting the damage when he's got it. That's a problem I have to deal with a lot. For whatever reason, I don't force the issue, or I want to save my resources for later. This is a game where you get a lot of resources, and you get a lot of resources pretty easy. So sometimes it is better to go ahead and burn that meter if it means you're going to kill a character or get them so low that they have to tag out. You can put them in a difficult situation that way. Right there, I missed my hand bomb. It's okay. Gotta slow him down if he's trying to get too high. Ah! Missed my kick. Now that one I was going for Titan Shield because I know that if you get hit, you can still get that that attack off, and it's not invincible, but it does kind of go through your opponent's attack. I'm trying to bait him into doing it now because he's got that long chain, but he's not biting. What you want, son? Got the combo. Drop the combo. Keep in mind, you don't have to impress anybody if you're particularly playing online. If you've got a combo that's effective and does good damage, do that. You don't have to do the mega hit damage, you know, mega 5 billion hit combo. It's nice if you can. I'm not gonna stop your shine, but you don't have to do that. Just get the hit. Get the win, man. Of course, this is a casual match, so if you're practicing that combo for later on because it does great damage, that's fine too. Right now, I should just be practicing the basics though, because I'm not good enough to be getting too deep into this. That was a simple combo. Right back at it. Basic Magic series, couple of hits into hyper combo, going for the win. Now let's practice or put into performance what we just practiced. Again, doesn't matter if you can't get a hit, but once you do, here are the loops. Now, here's what happened. Not only did I cut that short, but I also did not let my heavy kick connect. It's very important that you let your heavy kick connect. If you don't, you're going to miss your Godslayer. If you miss your Godslayer, it's not going to be worth it. You're going to do your hyper, they're going to block, and you're going to be left wide open for attack. So make sure you take the time and make sure that heavy kick hits. Don't do your hyper, or don't do, particularly with that combo, don't do your hyper or your Godslayer until you see that heavy kick hit. Take that risk. Take your time. I found in a lot of these games, what ends up happening is people get, like, let me speak for myself. I get antsy, and I want my combo to come out, so I start throwing everything out way too fast. The game is meant for you to be able to hit these things. If you know a combo works, the game is meant for you to be able to hit it. So take your time, and make sure you get your inputs proper. Make sure you get your timing proper. There's no need to rush it. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, Dante. Again, simple combo, effective damage. Dante went from sitting pretty to kind of being in a little trouble. Ghost Rider, not so much. That was a little too simple of a combo. And I don't know what that was. Just let him off. Let him off the hook. Now, you can do other loops other than what I've got. For example, the swords, the Godslayer. You're able to do a Godslayer loop just as of itself, in and of itself, in Time Stone. I don't know if you can do it outside, but definitely when you're in Time Stone, you can absolutely just do Godslayer loops. I find that it doesn't do quite as much damage, but I mean, it's a little more lenient as far as input goes, and sometimes it's just better. I mean, if it's going to get you the kill, just do that. As a matter of fact, if it's going to get you the kill, you can just mash, but I'm just trying to give you something that might give you better options, that if you have them well practiced, it shouldn't be a problem. Nothing I've shown you so far has been like really difficult to hit or anything. That should have hit. That overhead. He looked like he was crouch blocking. I know that was a while ago, but I'm still mad. You chaining me, boy. I'm coming at you. He's not chaining when I want him to, though. I want to hit that Titan shield, man. That heavy Titan shield I like. It has a nice wall bounce. And I'm waiting for the time where I can actively bring out my opponent. I keep messing up, though. Like he keeps messing that combo up. This should help me get in. Which honestly shouldn't be a problem, getting in against Dante with a Gamora. But I gotta get a little bit better with it. Got in there. Dang. It's not over yet. Now, one of the things I always say is make sure you know what type of stone your opponent has. He's got the Soul Stone. That means anytime I get a kill on a character, I want to activate my stone on entry because I want to make sure he can't bring that character back to life. Or his other character back to life. Simple combos for you, man. So, we got a character killed. Infinity Storm. Why? He can't bring him back to life unless he survives what I've got going here. That was some of that just Godslayer combo. You can do the loops over and over and over again. And that'll about do it. Listen, I'm just trying this out. I'm just starting. I want to see more than what we got. So if you see some more loops or some more combos with Time Stone, let me know. Either way, if you like, hit like. If you love, hit subscribe. Leave me a comment and say hi. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And peace out.